Hey guys, it is Jill Lee coming to you guys. It's saying it's building me an audience. So let's see who gets on here. Super excited. I'm always super excited when I jump on here. I always don't have a clue what I'm going to talk about, for one. Usually I talk about something that I'm totally passionate about. So I am going to do a little bit more of a rundown on the flower shops and the frustrating things that we go through with the online companies and so forth. So reached out to a lot of florists today, and a lot of you guys are jumping on now, and I posted this thing today on my Facebook page about why florists don't get orders on their website. It's a very simple fact, and I never knew this reasoning behind why we never got any orders from our website till I did the research that I did, and our web guy did the research that he did. So we duplicated what was working with the industry, and we duplicated on our site. So if you are members and you have your website hosted through big companies like Teleflora, FTD, 800 Flowers, even Bloom Nation, Flower Shop Network. Those companies have what you call a duplicated website. Now, duplicated website doesn't mean that it looks the same on the outside. So you say you have a flower shop in your area that has Teleflora or Bloom Nation, same as you. And you look at their site and you're like, no, it's not the same as my website. It looks different. But behind the scenes, which, you know, my web guy has software that shows what's going on in the background, and that's why I know this, and it's a true fact. Every single duplicated website out there with all these companies, as the ones that I just named, they all have the same architecture in the background. I know with certain sites, I know with Teleflora and FTD and BloomNet, they don't do much optimizing for your site. I know probably about 35 florists that we have checked out their websites that had these companies, and there was no backlinks and no anything in the background of their website. So that's why they were not being found, and that's why they're not getting any orders from their website. So we took it upon ourselves, and you know, as with me, we tried everything. We tried Teleflora site, we tried web system site, we tried Bloom Nation, we tried Flower Shop Network. Bloom Nation in the beginning seemed to be really good because it was more of like an e-commerce site and yada yada yada, but as the months went on, the sales kept going down and down and down. And I was curious, like, why should the sales be going down? It's the busier season, we should be seeing a lot more sales. So we did our research, and I talked to this guy that I've known forever, and I never really put two and two together. And I told him what was going on with the website, and I said, you know, there are a lot of flower orders going on in our area. I just don't know, you know, why we're not getting any orders. Well, going online, we saw that we weren't really ranking up in Google, and he started doing some tricks that he did on the back end of our site. He took over our site, made us a new site, and we really started getting the crazy amount of volume with the sales that were coming in on our website. So it all has to do what's going on with the back end of your website. Having somebody that knows and has a clue that's working with you and not against you. If you're part of these services like FTD and Teleflora, Bloom Nation, Flower Shop Network, yada yada yada, know that they're not branding your company. So if you do a search for Bloom Nation flower shops in whatever area you're in, their website comes up first. So they're not really working for you. They're branding their own company out. You know, you always want to make sure that your domain name stays in your GoDaddy account, no matter what web hosting company that you're working for. It's really hard to get those domain back when, you know, it's time to change up your website. Now, you also need to know that, so if you're not getting any website orders from your website, you know, Google really, you know, likes it when people purchase on people's sites. And that's what makes you rank up even more, is the more that you have going through your website, the more sales that your website goes through, the more you rank up in Google. And Google likes people that are having good, you know, search terms and everything, and having stuff sold on your website. So they're going to have your website up there and doing so much better than everyone else because you're actually getting sales put through it. That's why with our shop, we started getting, you know, I think the first couple of weeks, I always tell you guys, but first couple of weeks, you know, we did only like $1,500 in sales, which was bypassed like our whole website throughout the year. And once it started doing even more and even more, up to, you know, $20,000 a month and so on, that's why now we're really #1 in every single key term up there. Bunch of florists out there, they're on 3 or 4 months they've been going on. Some are up to 63,000, some are up to 33,000, but I mean, it takes time. But the more orders you get put through your website, the more you rank up, more you rank up, more you rank up. You really need to find somebody that has a clue. I mean, I definitely know the person. If you want to contact me, I can give you his contact information. I mean, he's definitely helped millions and millions of people, and the florist industry out there, it's mind-blowing, and how we just like tested something out and now it's going viral, and it's really working for the florist, and it's not, you know, putting the flower shop industry out of business. It's not costing $1 million. It's not stressed like with these other companies. You have to have certain products. You have to put your delivery confirmations in. You have to be a slave of the wire service. And, you know, that's the great thing, too, is you'll be able to put your own products on there. Everything is similar as possible. It's clearly stated. But, again, it's all what you have in the background of your website that really is key. And, once again, I know you guys have heard it from me before, but your website is, you know, optimizing your site is like having your website eat and breathe on a daily basis. You got to feed it constantly. You got to, you know, let it drink water constantly, because if you start doing what you're doing on your website to feed it all that knowledge on a daily basis, you know, it withers away and goes back to page 2, 3, 4, 5, and down and down and down. If you're not doing any kind of anything in the background of your flower shop website, you're not going to succeed. You know, he makes it really easy to start too. I mean, it doesn't make you broke or anything. I mean, we have florists that were going to close their doors because they weren't making any money, that has jumped aboard with him and made a total difference in their flower shop business. I know a lot of flower shops are trying to do it their own way. They're trying to do it the cheapest way possible. I know a lot of flower shops that are trying to do Wix websites and GoDaddy websites. It's not, if you're doing a Wix website, I hate to tell it to you guys, but you're not ever going to be found on the internet at all. And I mean, if you can find a flower shop website that uses Wix, and you can find a flower shop website that's #1 or even on the first page in Google, feel free to reach out to me and tell me, because that would be the first for me, and I do tons of research. Branding your shop is very key. I know a lot of flower shops are really learning the ins and outs of Facebook, and the Twitter, and the, you know, the Pinterest, yada yada yada. You know, good for you if you know how to do that, but you have to maintain that. You got to do it on a daily basis. You got to, even, you know, everyone's on Facebook every single day, so you might as well just either post something quick to your Facebook wall, or, you know, a deal, or A big thing that I am teaching the flower shops that are actually with Todd, you know, I teach this stuff for free because it worked at our shop. I'm teaching you how to, you know, set up your YouTube channels and do a lot of different video marketing. I know a lot of flower shops don't like to be on camera, but you know what? You don't have to be on camera. You know, you just shoot little video clips of your flower shop. Have, you know, a clip of your driver walking out of the door or putting a flower arrangement in the truck and then having the truck drive off. I mean, that's a cool video to have. A lot of flower shops are doing how-to videos, how to do something, how to wrap flowers, how to make a vase arrangement, how to green a vase arrangement, how to, you know, how-to videos. Just quick 30-second how-to videos. So if you start doing how-to videos, I mean, videos are key. You got to think of every single video that you're making for your flower shop, you're going to be getting $100 or $200. That's the mindset that you have to have, which is, it works. Google owns YouTube. I say that all the time. Start using hashtags in your posts on Facebook. That's really key. That's another social citation. So if you're doing, you're posting beautiful flower arrangements in your flower shop and you're posting them on social media, don't just post them on social media. Use hashtags. That's huge. Social citations. Again, going back and forth to Google, citation, it's, you know, letting Google know that, you know, somebody's talking about your business. And people don't do that enough. And you got to use hashtags. I mean, if you're going to throw a picture of a beautiful funeral flower arrangement up there, hashtag funeral flowers in whatever city and state you're in. It's really, really key to do something like that. If you're posting maybe a picture of a tropical arrangement that you did, hashtag tropical flowers in whatever city and state, but always put in your hashtags. If you're in a flower shop, hashtag, say that you are in, Michelle's on here too. So Michelle, you want to start posting your beautiful flower arrangements and the hashtag, which is the $, and then Winter Haven Flower Shop, hashtag Winter Haven Florist, hashtag Winter Haven Florida, hashtag, let's see, best flower shop in Winter Haven. I mean, those are key words, and that's what you want to start doing. I see a lot of success in that, and a lot of people have to start hashtagging to, you know, get that social citation. When you start doing videos, I mean, that is huge. You see a huge difference in the amount of traffic and amount of sales that you have on your flower shop website. Again, if you have no idea what to video, you know, just video a quick how-to video. First one that you really want to do is just get out there, have your husband or have an employee videotape you and say, hey, my name is Jolie and I own so-and-so flower shop, which is a keyword, in, and then another keyword is your city and state, and just a quick commercial of your flower shop. I mean, TV, you have 30-second commercials all the time, and they make millions of dollars in sales in those commercials. So you got to think of it that way. It may seem silly, but it's not silly when you see the results and the amount of orders you get from those videos. I know I did some really goofy flower videos, and I got a lot of engagement and some sales from those. So no video is a bad video. So you got to think of that. What else was I going to go through? Let's see who's on here. Rachel! Oh, your gorgeous arrangements. You have absolutely gorgeous arrangements. So start hashtagging your flower arrangements. Even hashtag the name of the flower arrangement. And, you know, start doing that. I think that would be really good. Richard Bell, how are you, sir? So good to see you. So if you're, let's talk about another thing. Okay. Wire services. I mean, if you're happy, I mean, always take all the income streams. I'm not telling anybody to get rid of a wire service, but you get to the point that you do what we're doing, that you can get rid of the wire service because you don't have to be a slave to them, and you have enough orders coming in that the 5 or 6 orders that they used to give you on a weekly basis doesn't really matter when you're getting 10 to 15 orders a day from your real customers and your customers that are paying with their credit card on your website. Or you get more call-ins. It's not about just the website. You get more call-ins, you get more walk-ins, you get more clients, and it's really great when you have that real client, that you have their email, you have their contact information, you have all the information that you need in case you need to contact that people. With these wire services, they send you the order, and you have no clue who the sender is. You don't know their phone number. You got to play telephone. You got to call, hey, 1-800-Flowers, can you ask the customer if it's okay to sub with this? Or, you're a slave to the wire service. And if you don't put your delivery charge in, you get charged, and this, that, and anything. You all know that. I don't need to go into depth with that craziness. Another thing is order gatherers. This is really big about the order gatherers because it's really driving a lot of people crazy. Not that, the little teeny sales that they send out, but now it's a huge deal because they're posing as real flower shops, and it has to be stopped. So once again, my guy, he did his research. His software tells everything about the internet and what people do and how they do it and everything else. So he's taking what they're doing, duplicating it on all the flower shop sites that he's doing, and that's another reason why they're getting all the traffic. So all the traffic that used to be going to Ava's Flowers or From You Flowers and Just Flowers, and you know them all, they're starting to come to our sites now. So it's really exciting. I can't get the smile off my face because I despise them sometimes, that I'm like, haha. So they're gonna be waking up and not being happy soon. I'm sure they'll notice that there is a tremendous decrease in orders through those order gatherers because the other flower shops are getting them now in those areas. What else? Do you guys have any questions? I've been blabbing. Do you have any questions? But yeah, yesterday somebody reached $35,000 in sales, and she almost freaked out. She called me. She was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this!" So that's another thing that I'm working on. I have a bunch of testimonials from a lot of flower shops that really have been rocking it, and it's funny. It's funny because they all said the same thing at the beginning. I don't think it's gonna work, but I'll try. I'm willing to try. I'm only getting so many orders now, so let's see what you can do. Because, with this whole thing, with this new web guy, you're not in a monthly contract. You're not in a year contract. You're not in any long-lasting contract. I mean, it's a month-to-month contract. So, I mean, if you don't like him and he doesn't like you, vice versa, you just part ways and you go back to whatever website that you had from the beginning. And that's it, really. But if any of the florists stepped out and said that they don't want to have him do their website anymore or host their website, that would be the first. Because there is nobody, and I know every single one of these flower shops because I introduced these flower shops to him. And, I talk to them on a daily basis, and not one has said anything but amazing things and the outcomes. And I think maybe I'll do like a graph of all the flower shop testimonials and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool. Where they were, what they were receiving, even like the past years, what they were receiving, and then what they're doing now. Because it's really mind-blowing. And a lot of people reach out to me and they're like, what are you selling? I was like, well, I'm not selling anything. I'm just letting the florists out there know, what we're doing, and, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen a month. Sometimes it doesn't happen in 2 months, but all of a sudden you really see it. It just goes. It goes, and then you're just like the lady of the other day. She called and she was like, I don't know what to do. This is amazing. And that's why I do it. I do it because I like to be right. And I like to, why not share the information and have other flower shops succeed? I mean, why should this flower shop only succeed? We work hard. We work really hard in this industry, and we never catch a break. We're always told the lies. We're always told that this is the new best thing, and you have to see results to really believe, that it can happen. And when you believe and you take that leap of faith and you try something different that you're uncomfortable with, chances are 100%, guaranteed with me that, you'll be happy. You'll be happy with the service. You'll be happy that you're shown on a monthly basis, how well that you're doing. You're not just signing up with a company that doesn't give you any knowledge of how well your website's doing. Month number 1, you graduated. This is where you were. This is where you are now. Month 2, this is where you are, and this is where you are now. Month 3, this is where you were. This is where you are now. So I mean, you see the numbers, you see the results, you see the graphs, you see your listing. You see your listing go way up from wherever it was before. You see the orders, you see see a lot of stuff. Carolyn, my hair looks amazing. Yeah, 'cause I don't have my hair up in a big knot. Oh, jeez. But I'm really excited about all the flower shops. I'm really excited. I'm sending everybody that's part of this new venture, all the florists that are probably watching right now. Hey, guys. I'm going to be sending you guys an email blast to all you guys by step on how to set up your Facebook, how to put your keywords, key phrases. I will sneak in that information for you guys because you're awesome. I will give you a list of hashtags and keywords. If you don't have your YouTube channel set up, I will set that up for you and let you guys know how to do it. But I'll get the ball rolling and I will do your first 5 videos for you. Just give me the content and I'll put your first 5 videos on YouTube and I will rank them up big time in Google like I always do. So excited. I love YouTube. That's pretty much it. I wonder, anybody in here? Who else is in here? I haven't even been paying attention to you guys' comments, but throw some questions into the chat if you have some. Well, I gotta get going soon because I have another meeting. I gotta set up some information for somebody. But any questions, you guys? I mean, why you don't? So let me just give you a little rundown. Why flower shops don't get any website orders? Well, if they're getting some orders, why they're not getting a lot of orders is because they're using duplicated sites like Teleflora, FTD, 800, Bloom Nation, all the sites that are duplicated, which means the back end is the same on everybody's site. Not the front end, but the back end. One big reason why you're not getting website orders Not getting many sales on your website because your website is not branding yourself. It is branding the other company that hosts it. That's a big one. You're not getting too many sales on your website because you're not getting enough website orders. Big time key. So, solution, find somebody with online skills, such as my web guy that has done a lot of flower shops. And if you guys want, I can give you some flower shop names. A lot of them are in the chat right now. Do your research. He brands your shop. He doesn't brand himself. He brands your shop. He brands everything about your businesses. He brands you for funeral homes. Everything. So he brands yourself, but he brands your company name. He doesn't brand himself. And then when you start getting lots of sales you get on your website, the more Google recognizes that you're getting more sales on your website, and then the more sales you get from that. Because once you start getting a lot of sales on your website, you get boosted big time. So, just shared your video. Let them know you appreciate it. Oh, yes, I will. Sure thing. Anyways, just start these videos. If you are in the comments over there and you know who you are, send me some videos so I can do your YouTube channel. And we'll start working on more like that. But I'm really excited. Really excited, and congratulations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Who else is in here? 6 of you. Congratulations, 6 of you, for ranking up 32,000 in sales the last couple months. I'll see you guys all at the top.